Hi everyone, it's Kathy with Kathy's Stampin' World, and I am here to show you my card with the Coneflower Celebrations stamp set that we featured in this week's Creative Collab Crew Product Spotlight. I am in love with this stamp set. I really like it. It has so many great features. Probably one of my favorite is this die right here. This makes a little flap for your flower, so you kind of have a space to have a hidden message. And then this little hidden divider bar is so cute. You're going to see it on this card here. So let's get started with this particular bundle. I am using the Floral Impressions DSP with it. Forgive me because I have used so much of this pack of paper. There's not a ton left here, but it is just a marvelous pack of DSP if you're looking for some nice bright colored flower paper. We're specifically going to use that one right on top there. Okay, so the colors that I'm using here are the Misty Moonlight, Crushed Curry, Pecan Pie, and Garden Green, and I've cut out everything ahead of time. You can see we're using the Misty Moonlight ink along with that wonderful dotted stamp that you can use as a background on your card. So that's why this set is just fabulous. It has so many little hidden features with it. Okay, so we're just going to stamp randomly on the back, and we're going to add to our card here. We're going to put it on a piece of white. And then we're going to add some DSP here. All right, I believe that's 1 3/4 by 4. Don't hold me to that though. Okay, we're gonna just dot some glue on there to put it right down on top. It's kind of hidden, but it just fancies it up just a tad, puts a little divider on there. Okay, and now we're gonna be building our flowers, our cone flowers. So what I like to do when I use two of these like this is just place them so they're just not exactly on top of each other, and glue them together. And then I'm going to add the pecan pie center. I've got one, and now here is the second one. And then we're going to go ahead and add those to the card once we put together our leaves. And you can see I'm trying to figure out how they go together. I keep flipping them over. There we go. Nope. There we go. Okay, so we're going to mount the very top one directly to the card. I'm not going to do the bottom, so that if you want to fluff it up, you can. This second one I'm going to use dimensionals just to give it some height over the other one. Then we're going to add in just 2 leaves. You could add more if you wanted, but I don't think the card really needs any more. Just going to add one down there and then one up at the top. Okay. Now we're going to stamp a butterfly. I've gone ahead and die cut it out, but we're going to stamp it in Memento Black. And notice I'm going to be wise and stamp it on a dark surface so I can line it up. And then we're going to use a blender pen. So this technique is nice when you don't have a marker in the color that you want. And I am just dipping that blender pen directly on the crushed curry. And we don't have crushed curry blends, so this works great. So we're just lifting that color and putting it right on that butterfly. Now I'm going to color until I get rid of that color, and I had a lot of ink on here for some reason. And then I'm going to pull out the Misty Moonlight. Look at there. Got my thumb right in the middle of it. And then we're going to do some shading with that Misty Moonlight. And I didn't want it to be too dark, so I'm just touching off before I take it to the butterfly. Now the body, I want it to be a little darker. So I come in, and then just the tips I'm going to make a little bit darker. Mount this butterfly with a dimensional as well. And then we are going to finish this card with a sentiment. Thank you. And that is just on like a little 1/2 inch by 1.5 inch white. And we're going to add some starburst sequins that do have crushed curry in the color palette. And that's it, folks. That card could not be any simpler, and it's dazzling just because that stamp set is wonderful. Thanks for watching. Happy stamping, everyone. Have a great week.